What's up guys, my name's Chronic Heroes here on this Destiny video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about what I think is the best gun in the Crucible right now. This is not exactly a top 5 kind of thing, or just a, here's the top things and what I think and all this stuff. It's basically me just saying, hey, I play with this gun, I suck with every other gun, and this gun is making it so I can get kills and get the top of the leaderboards and just wreck everyone's lives. Now, if you guys have a gun that you think fits this category, leave it in the comments down below, but for me, it's the Distant Star. Now, a lot of people have been talking and clamoring about the Clever Dragon, or any archetype like that, like the Waltz, or the Party Favor, but the Distant Star is that Mida multi-tool, Angel's Advocate archetype that's just so good. If you guys haven't heard of it, it is the Iron Banner Scout Rifle. It acts a lot like the Mida multi-tool. It's kind of like the average fire rate, to high recoil, to very long range, high impact. You can 4-shot people. I think you might be able to 3-shot people if you get headshots. This weapon is just amazing. It is one of the most amazing weapons I've ever used in Crucible, and is actually the only time I've ever had fun playing the Crucible is with this gun. And I say this with a grain of salt because I know that there's a lot of reasons why this could be the case, because of maybe the weapon I used alongside of it, which was the Plan C, which is really good, by the way, if you guys haven't tried it. I do not like shotguns, and the Plan C just does it for me, you know? But why is the Distant Star so much better than everything else? I want to give you an example. I was doing the Iron Banner, trying to get my level 5 for my record book and all that stuff, and I was using the Waltz, I was using the Blind Perdition, very good scout pulse rifles, a lot of the weapons that people are saying are one of the best weapons in the game. I was using a decent sniper rifle alongside of it, and I was doing like decent. I was getting around 1.0, but overall I was just getting trashed every time, and I was struggling all the way up to level 5. I was cussing out my window, just could not figure out how to use it, or how to win games consistently, and I was just getting angry the whole time, getting all the way to level 5. Now, when I switched over to my second character, my Hunter, I had this weapon on me called the Angel's Advocate. Now, this is a scout rifle that acts in the exact same way as the Distant Star. Pretty much the stats are exactly the same, with different things on it. For example, it has less ammo in a clip, different rolls you can have on it, and it's just a slightly less of a gun than it, just because of the fact that it's, you know, it's not an Iron Banner weapon, which are supposed to be like some of the best guns in the game. But I started using this weapon, and I just started going off. Now, I'm not a great Destiny player. I never make the top of the leaderboards, and I pretty much barely ever go positive in games. I pretty much always get around a 1.0, or just maybe a little bit above that. And I'm not really that good. As soon as I started using this Angel's Advocate, I was tearing people apart. I don't think I had a single game where under a 2.0 KD. Most of them were like around 3.0 KDs, and I was tearing people apart to the point that I was outgunning 2 people. I was having 2v1 gunfights all the time and winning almost every single one of them, or at least trading and getting 1 kill while they're both shooting at me. If that's not an example of how a gun is more powerful than it should be, I don't know what is. Now, I used this for a while until the Distant Star actually dropped for me in the Iron Banner, and as soon as I got this, I realized that when comparing the stats to the Angel's Advocate, it had pretty much the exact same stats. It was the same gun, except for it had more ammo in a clip, which was really nice, considering getting 2 kills with 4-shot weapon with 10 bullets in it is very difficult in 1 clip, whereas having, like, I think the 14 shots in a clip that the Distant Star had made it a lot better and a lot easier to get 2, maybe even 3 kills, especially if you get those headshots and actually just tear apart the enemy. Now, some of the roles you guys could try to get for this weapon are definitely something to control the stability a bit more. You can also try to go for rangefinder, but what I found to be the best perk that you can get with this weapon is actually full auto, because it increases the fire rate, because this is the only thing this gun is actually really lacking, and full auto not only makes it a full auto so you can hold down the trigger, it also makes the fire rate increase by significant margins. So if you guys are going to go for a role for this weapon, try to find the one with full auto, and you might have a lot better time. I'm not sure if this really cuts the damage at all. It shouldn't, and it should keep it at a 4-shot body shot and a 3-shot headshot in there. This gun, it's just a beast. It doesn't need it. I was using it bare bones. You can see in the gameplay right now, it had no upgrades on it, and I was tearing people apart. A lot of the other things I like to mention is that I get headshots all the time. I don't know what it is about this weapon. It has really good aim assist or something, because I was getting great headshots. One thing to note, again, is that this is a scout rifle, so you can use it at kind of a mid to long range engagements, and you can actually fight snipers, which I did a lot. But the close range engagements, you're going to have a bit of a difficult time. I recommend taking one of the shotguns or one of the fusion rifles to try to deal with that close to mid-range. I used the Plan C the whole time, and it was the dream combo. Like, the Plan C had such good mid-range engagement and potential. I would highly recommend you just check that out in itself. I could make an entire other video on the Plan C. But what I'm telling you here today is that the Plan C is so good because you can just take those mid-range engagements, keep those shotguns at mid-range, and don't allow them to get close enough, and you pretty much win every engagement because their second shot won't happen before your shot of the fusion rifle comes out. Other than that, that's pretty much it. This gun overall, the sights are really nice to start off with, so I don't recommend changing the sights from where it was, because that was my biggest problem with the Modern Multi-Tool. I just really did not like the sights, the tunnel vision that it gave you, and these sights just feel a lot better to me. The rolls on it are just really up to your choice because, again, there could be so many. I don't recommend explosive damage on it if you're running into the PvP area, because explosions, they just really throw off my aim. But if you are long range engaging, you might be able to get away with it and actually make it so the enemy can't see you and has trouble seeing you, because that is a kind of a big distractor for the enemy and you as well. So I recommend anything with this weapon. It really does not matter, and you can do well with this weapon. And I kind of forgot to mention, this is more of a defensive kind of weapon setup. I'm very defensive when I play shooters and in games and most things. Not to say I like to sit behind cover and head glitch the whole time, but moreover, I like to kind of aim before I go around corners and be very careful and kind of shoot people from near cover so I can go behind it rather than jumping around and swooping in with the shotguns that everyone seems to be doing these days, and with the hand cannons, all that stuff. I'm more of a defensive kind of guy, so if you are defensive or if you just want to try something new, this gun, it is fantastic. And again, if you do not have the ability to get the Iron Banner weapons, because it's not the Iron Banner, try to go get the Angel's Advocate, which is a scout rifle in the Vanguard weapons. So go over that robot quartermaster, and you can buy this gun straight from him. It is fan-freaking-tastic. Anyways, that's the video for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Of course, if you did like the video, make sure you leave a like down below. It really helps the channel out. And of course, make sure you subscribe for more Destiny in the future. And of course, there's going to be top 5s in the future of all the different things. I'm sure I'm going to do top 5 scout rifles, and I don't know if this is going to go on the top, but you know, it's probably going to be pretty close. If not the top, like 3 slots. But anyways, I've been your host, Diachronic, and I will see you guys on the next one.